Hello, it's update time again. Now I am 36 weeks, so we have 4 weeks left and we're in the home stretch. I decided to go ahead and do another update. I have a couple things that I wanted to talk about. First thing is my 36-week appointment. I had that yesterday, and it seems like 2 days ago. I had that yesterday. And they did the strep B vaginal rectal swab. So going into that, for some reason I thought that was going to be a blood test, but it's not. It's a swab they take of both areas down there, and when I first heard about it, I'm not gonna lie, I was a little bit nervous. Because I think about, the swab they do during your annual exam, and so I was thinking about that in my butt. Doug. And anyway, it wasn't a big deal at all. I honestly, I didn't even know she did it. She said, go ahead and sit up, and I had no idea that it had already been done. Douglas. So anyway, I guess I'll wait for the results on that. If it comes back positive, from my understanding, it's no big deal. It just means that I will have to get antibiotics when I'm going through labor so that I don't take a chance on passing that bacteria on to her. So, no big deal. I assume they'll call me if it comes back positive. What else did they do? Oh, at that appointment they checked. I guess they were checking to see if I was dilated or not. All she said was, she checked and she said her head's still way up there, so I'm assuming that means that there's no sign of her dropping or anything like that, which, I still have 4 weeks left, so I wasn't really anticipating anything anyway. And so from here on out, I go every week. So I have an appointment every Thursday until the week of April 26th, and then I don't have anything scheduled for that week yet, but I will. So that's kind of what's going on there. As far as symptoms, I'm having a lot of swelling in my feet and ankles, a lot. And I can't tell by looking at my hands that they're swollen. They don't look swollen to me, but I know I'm not wearing my wedding ring anymore because it's a little tight, so I do know that it is swollen a little, but they're not as much as my feet and ankles. They're huge. But I sit at a desk all day, and so, I'm not up, walking, doing a lot, so kind of anticipated that, that would happen. But I've tried in last week at work to get up more and walk and take breaks, like once every hour or so, take a lap. But, it didn't help at all. They were still just as huge at the end of the day. So I think that's just probably something that happens to most women at the end of the pregnancy. What else? Oh, heartburn. I thought I was having heartburn before, but now it is completely different level. It wakes me up at night. I feel like I can't. I feel like I'm gonna throw up. Like, I keep burping, and I'm not sure if it's heartburn or if it's acid reflux, actually. I'm not sure I know the difference, but I burp a lot, and like a little bit comes up with it, and that happens all throughout the night. So it's weird. It's like some nights it doesn't bother me or wake me up at all, and other nights it bothers me a ton, and I wake up a million times. So I'm not really sure what causes it yet. I'm trying to figure out, what am I eating or drinking before bed that, makes me have a good night versus a bad night. So, or, it could just be nothing. But, yeah, all I hope is she has a lot of hair, because, they say that heartburn's a sign that her hair is growing, and I love babies with a full head of hair, so I hope she has a full head of black hair when she comes out. So I'm excited to see that. I'm excited to see what color her hair is. my hair is dark, my husband's hair is dark, but his hair was more blonde when he was first born and young. So it could be maybe, you know, a little lighter. So I'm excited to see what the color is, and I'm excited to see if it's curly or not. My hair is naturally really, really curly. I'm not sure if my husband's is or not, but so I'm excited to see if she gets straight hair or curly hair like me. I hope she doesn't get my curly, frizzy, nasty hair, but so we'll see about that. I do have a small line down my belly, and that's kind of a new thing. It's not very thick. It's not like the lines I've seen on most other people. It's a really thin line. At first, my husband noticed it, and I said, that's not one of those lines. That's hair. My stomach got really, really hairy, and he said no. And then I looked, and it's one of those lines. So, but it's so thin, it's crazy. But yeah, it goes all the way down. That's a newer thing. I have not had that the whole time. And the other thing with my stomach is my belly button. It's not completely poking out, but a lot of it is. It's kind of really gross, but that's the one thing that my husband has said from day one that is going to gross him out, is the belly button that pokes out. And at first, you know, it just started to get like real flat, and some of it's still flat, but it does like bubbles out a little bit. It's really gross. So that's happened recently too. I'm assuming all of these things go back to normal. I'm assuming that after I won't have the line, my belly button will hopefully look like it used to, and I'm hoping all this hair goes away. I haven't done anything on my own to get rid of it, just because I'm scared to, and because there's no point of really doing that if it's going to go away anyway, or turn back to blonde, or whatever it is that it does. So I guess I'm not too worried about it at this point. If it doesn't go away, then I'll figure out what to do about the hairiness there. Oh, we took that class at the hospital. It was probably 2 weeks ago now. On Saturday, it was from 8 to 4. It's a labor and delivery class. Would I recommend it? I'm not sure. I know that we took the Saturday class, was this one class all day long. And I know that they also offer classes that are like 2 hours long, like on Tuesday nights or something, for 4 weeks. So you go 4 different times, but they're only 2 hours long. We just did it in one day, knocked it out, and I wouldn't say the first 4 hours, they just talked about labor, like kind of just like teaching you about the stages of labor, things that can happen, you know, stuff like that. And I don't know that I really found all that to be helpful. I mean, it was definitely things I didn't know, but it's not something I could have just Googled if I wanted to. So not sure about that part. That was 4 hours, and then we had a little lunch break, and then we came back, and the next 4 hours I think was very helpful. That was when we got a tour of like the labor and delivery area, and then after that they take you up on a different floor to this, like, I think it was called Mom and Baby or something like that. That could be wrong, but we got to tour that area and stuff, and they talked about, you know, depending on what time you delivered and all this, like what doors you would come in and all that stuff. And I found that to be very helpful because I had no idea. So that part I liked. And, you know, they also talked about some things that could possibly, you know, if something was going to go wrong with the baby, or if she was going to have, you know, like if she got a bruised face, or I don't know, just things like that can come out, like things to expect, kind of. You know, like for instance, they said a lot of newborns, like right at first, their hands and feet will be purple. That's kind of normal for a period of time. I did not know that. And then they just talked about, you know, different things that could cause, you know, different bruisings or marks on them or something like that. And they give you every single situation possible, things that I didn't even know could go wrong. So that's one of the things I'm not so sure. I'm not sure that I'm glad I did it, because now I'm going to worry about all those things, which I didn't even know existed before. So, but anyway, another thing that I did find helpful was they talked about all of the medications they offer, what they do to you, what they do to the baby, what she will get, you know, things that won't be passed to her, or things that will. That I found very, very helpful. I am for sure 100% wanting to get an epidural. I already know I don't have it in me to do this without. So they actually showed a movie about the epidural, which was horrible. I didn't even watch most of it. I listened, but I stared at my book because it freaks me out. And my husband's not good with that stuff either, so he also was not feeling very well during that. I kind of wondered if we needed to step out, but we didn't. We toughed it out, so it shall be interesting that day to see how we do. And they said, you know, by the time you get the epidural, you're already in so much pain that you welcome it. You don't care, you know, about what they're getting ready to do. So hopefully that's the case, and I man up during that time, and it doesn't bother me like I think it might. So that class, I don't know, I would say some of it was helpful, some of it wasn't. If you're someone that wants to know all the details and be prepared for every situation, that's definitely something for you. Someone like me who kind of, I would rather be in the dark and not worry so much, and if a situation arises, then I'll take care of it. That's kind of how I look at it. So I'm not so sure that Douglas, always attacking. He's behind this curtain like he was last time. But so yeah, that's it with the class. I had my shower. Also, I think that was like 3 weeks ago now, maybe. That maybe not be right, but I had my shower. We had a big turnout. I know for my wedding shower, I kind of felt like that I kept it really small, and I don't know, I felt like a lot of feelings got hurt because I didn't invite people, and at that time I kind of thought like showers and stuff were for like, you know, like immediate close, you know, family and friends, but then I felt like a lot of feelings got hurt. So I went into this baby shower going, I'm inviting everyone that I associate with, that I speak to, that I see day to day, that my husband talks to. I'm inviting everyone. And I had a huge turnout, and so our little Kaya is spoiled to death already. We have so much stuff for her. I'm so happy. The amount of clothes that little girl has, I'm hoping she can wear it all. I'm actually not taking some tags off yet because I'm a little worried about it. But I love it. I love clothes, and I can't wait. I'm gonna have to change her like 3 times a day and take her picture in every outfit. So I'm so happy, and get down. I think that we pretty much now have everything we need. Her room is pretty much officially done now. So now I think we're just waiting on her at this point. So anyway, I'm going to try to do a lot more updates because I want to think this time at the end is important, and I want to you know, document this time, so I'm going to try to do more of these. That's my goal from here on out. So this is 36-week update, and hopefully we'll be back for 37. So thanks for watching.